Oh, hey guys, Simon here. So that picture pretty much sums up what I'm like right now. So again, we are doing our learning to make video games sort of a series of videos. So I've been thinking about this for a bit. To make a game, we need engine, we need story, we need sound, and we need graphics, right? So we need those four things. Engine. So that for the next thing I'm going to make, I'm going to use RPG Maker for the engines, as I sorted. Well, I still need to learn how to use RPG Maker, but that's what I'm going to do. Story, I can come up with a story. In fact, I've been thinking about story already. I should write this stuff down actually. But I've got story sorted. So I need music slash sound and I need graphics. So music is what are we doing today. But before I do that, I'm thinking graphics. Oh, wait a minute, I need to switch to the full screen. Full screen, there you go. So I'm thinking about getting one of these drawing tablet things. And so this is the most basic one from Wacom, or Wacom, W-A-C-O-M, Wacom. This thing's like $100. Um, and like I don't draw very much. I know how to draw. I can kind of draw. I've done some drawing. I mean, I did go to architecture school, right? But I'm not a huge drawer. Partly because I can't really be bothered getting out pen and paper. But see, I don't know. Like it's $100. It's not that much, but it is. It's not that little neither. So I don't want this to be one of these things where I just buy and then I just kind of don't use ever because I don't draw anyway. On the other hand, if I had one of these, I'm on the computer all the time anyway. I might draw more. I don't know. I don't know. Like at this stage, I'm not really an illustrator. So anyway, I might buy this at some point. So that's the graphics part. I don't know how many of you guys have one of these things or do you know someone who has one of these things, like a drawing tablet. I'm pretty sure if you want to just draw on the computer, this is much, much better than a mouse. Much better than a mouse. And but again, like I'm not a big artist. I can draw. I don't actually spend very much time drawing, so I might end up buying this and then not using it very much, which would be kind of sad. Still, it's $100. It's not that much. All right, so that's what I'm thinking. I might do. I'll leave that till later. So today, music. So I've been looking around for kind of a music kind of program for a while, and I found this one, the MuseScore. It's free software, so you can just kind of download it and use it. So just go to this MuseScore, musescore.org. So it's a free download. It's open source, so you can just kind of download it and use it. I haven't actually gone through the tutorials and things, but basically it's just sheet music. So I spent like a few minutes playing with it earlier, and I just kind of test number one. It's pretty sad actually, but it's not difficult to use. Like me, I don't know anything about this program. Just kind of started putting notes down, and then it's plausible. It's plausible. So I think for the game, I haven't actually told you what the game is about yet, have I? Um, so the basic premise is you, the character, you have a year to live. So you're diagnosed with some mysterious disease. You have a year to live. It's basically the normal world. In fact, it's pretty much the normal world. There's no kind of magic or it's not the future. It's just kind of just now. You have a year to live, and you basically just interact with people. Like you're in a relatively small town because I don't want to do a big city because I want to control the number of characters, and so you just kind of interact with people for a year and then you die. So that's the basic point of the game. So it's slightly sad. In fact, it's quite a bit sad. It can be very sad depending on which choices you make and how you kind of engage people. So the idea is if you're helpful and if you're nice and you kind of do good things to people, then good things happen. Whereas if you're angry all the time, or if you just don't care, or if you're mean, then bad things happen to people. Like really bad things can happen to people depending on how you play or how you kind of relate to them. So that's kind of the premise, and it's kind of like this morality thing where how some games like Bioshock, like you have these kind of morality choices and things, but mostly games are about just shooting people. So I'm gonna cut out the shooting people part. I'm gonna cut out the fighting monsters part, and I'm gonna cut out the saving the world part, and just have morality. and just you, and you have a year to live, and you just kind of be with people. I'm not gonna review it too much yet, but because that's a setting, so the music I'm thinking will be kind of sad, but kind of beautiful at the same time. Hopefully, I've been playing Deus Ex: Human Revolution again, and some of the music there is kind of good. The kind of this kind of angelic singing in the background. It's kind of slightly mournful, but also kind of, I don't know. I'm hoping it gets across what I'm trying to say. So I might kind of play around with this program, see if I can figure this out. And so what I'm going to do today for this video, it might not take the whole video. I might cut some of this out. So I'm going to try putting in something a bit better than Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Moonlight Sonata test. So the idea is I'm gonna get some sheet music and I'm just gonna copy it in. Just gonna copy it in and see how this goes. So this is like what, five pages. So I have to kind of transcribe all of this stuff into the program, and we'll see how this goes. I think I'll just move that to there, and let me just. Oh, it's just only piano, I think. Let me just go piano. And alright, so it's just the treble clef and the bass clef. And wait a minute, which one is this? I think it's that one. Hold on. Moonlight Sonata, yep. So that's that for. I don't actually know very much about music. I can't actually read sheet music very well. Like I kind of understand what they mean, but to read it at the same speed as I'm playing it, I can't actually do it. So I kind of know how to play the piano, but I don't actually know well enough to play any songs. So I'm just not very good. It's 4/4. Is it 4/4? Wait a minute. It doesn't actually say if it's 4/4. I think it's 4/4. Like I'm talking about the time signature. Moonlight Sonata is 4/4, right? Let's just assume for the moment that it is. Maybe it's not 4/4 because there's the 3. Wait a minute. Alright, let's find something else. Moonlight Sonata images. Is it 4/4? None of these really say. Doesn't that mean that if it doesn't actually say what it is, you assume it's 4/4? Alright, let's assume the time signature is 4/4. Finish. Alright, so let me just move this there, move that there. We don't need quite so much of that. Just shrink that down there and expand that there. Awesome. And we need closed community. We don't have any community here. And alright, so I just need to copy this in. So let me just show you what happens when you copy this stuff in. Wait a minute. I don't know what these symbols mean. I don't know what these symbols mean. So wait a minute. Alright, so let's go and let's see, it's down here, right? And then that and that. And then wait. Oh, is that last one? No, this is so there's 4 there. There's only 3. Does that mean that should actually be that? No, it doesn't. What if I like space? and then no, that's not right neither. I don't actually know. It's not supposed to be 4/4, is it? Eighth note dot. Should I put dot there? Should I like put that like? Wait a minute. Dot there, and then go back to this one? I don't actually know if this is right. No. Or maybe just keep going. Look, it's eighth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. That's 12. Shouldn't it be 6/4 if that's the case? Wait a minute, let's go back. Time signature. Can I like change that to a 6/4? Oh, can I like swap that in? Would that be better? Let me just try this. If I make that 6/4, and then right, 6/4, or maybe it's 3/8. Is there 3/8? There's a 3/8. Let's play that. Wait a minute. Is this supposed to be 3/8? Oh no, that's not right. 6/4. I don't know. It seems like it's too fast. How do I slow that down? Or rather, oh, that's. Wait a minute. That's the time signature. That's the time signature. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, we found. Okay, I found it. Wait a minute. Except no, because are you kidding me? That's not what that is. That's not that at all. 2, 2, 2? Okay, 6/4 would do that. Okay, backspace apparently just undoes. I thought actually deleted. Okay, delete. Alright, delete deletes it. And that's not supposed to be there really. So 2 to the brave, 4/4 common time. It's not. It should be that. It should be that, but then that's not quite the same as that somehow. Because no. Hmm. But that's an extra bar. Am I reading this wrong, or is that hold on, what does that sound like? What does that sound like? Let me just come back here. No, come back here, come back here. That's not correct. that's, wait a minute, that's not correct. That's not correct either. Alright, let's just take that. Take that. And take. No, go back, go back. What is that? Revert to start position. Why can't I delete this stuff? What is even going on right now? Did I break this? I feel like I broke this because I'm clicking and nothing's happening. Let me just save. Desktop, sure, save that. Let me close that. Let me open that again. This is I don't know how reliable this thing is. Alright, let's delete that. So that's not supposed to happen there. Let's take all that and delete that. Except it puts in a whole bunch of rest, which is not supposed to be there. So, alright, let's assume that we don't break. See, this is not. Wait a minute. The time 6:08. Cool, it crashed. Alright, so that happens. Let's go back. Sure, restore the session. So this program is not that reliable. But I guess we'll deal with it for now. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if the program's not doing this right. I'm pretty sure the time signature is off. Quarter note. Because it's 3. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't really match. Let's go with. Did I try 3.8 or 6.8 last time? 3.8 is that. 6.8. Let's delete those. And go with that. Let's just go with this, and we'll pretend there's an extra line in all of this. And I don't really think that's accurate. I don't know what that's about. We'll figure that out later on. Okay, so the next one we have to make sure that we get this right too, because the whole point of the Moonlight Sonata is that it changes a little bit as you go. This might be a bit fast. I think I got the time signature wrong. Can always adjust time signature afterwards, I guess. Also, since we're here, we want like why would that? Oh wait, no, it's correct. It's correct. I think. I think. Can I like? Wait a minute. I need both. Can I not just? No, that does that. Do I hold shift? No, how do I add? How do I make this a chord? Tie? No, I don't want to tie. Double flat? No, flip direction. How do you turn this into a chord again? Or can you not do that? Can you not add notes? at interval. Oh, wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Ah, I see. I see. That's how you do it. You have to lay out. Man, you seriously have to do this? 7th above. I don't know if that's correct or not. Let me just. No, that's not correct. That's not correct because that's supposed to carry on through. Can I have like a custom time signature? 12, 6, 8. Okay, 12, 8. Let's do that. 12, 8. All right, let's go 12, 8. And we need to get rid of this stuff. All right, let's go back to here. Let's go back to there. Delete. Delete that. Delete that. Man, what a mess. I made a complete mess of this. The 12, 12, 8, I think is correct. Although, can I do like a 12, 4? Huh, never mind. Let's just go with 12, 8. I think we could actually, maybe we can slow down the time effect. Let's go back to that and delete those. And this one, does it work like this? If I just put that, and then 7 above. That's not, oh, it's 8. It's 8 above, my bad. Layout, notes, add interval 8 above, octave above. Okay, that's correct, I think. So, okay, I think 12 over 8 is, like, 12, 8 is correct. That makes no sense, though. This is the Moonlight Sonata. Alright, well, never mind, let's just continue. And we'll stop that. I need to learn the shortcuts, basically, to make this faster. Alright, let's carry on. Let's not, we figured it out. Let's not get too concerned about the rest of it. Right. So there's that, and then it changes slightly. And oh great. Is that natural on this one or the next one? I think it's on this one. Let me or on the next one, hold on. That, okay, my bad. Put the note down first. Put the note down first before deciding whether it's natural, sharp, or flat. Okay, natural, and then that, and then okay. I think this is working. This is I'm pretty sure this is working. And then sharp. And then this might take a while. So now that we've figured out how to do this mostly, I think what I'll do is stop recording for a bit and I'll just do this in my own time. And then I'll come back when I've gotten the whole Moonlight Sonata keyed into this. So this might take a while. And alright, so we figured it out. So you can put the notes down. We figured out this 12/8, not that one. And you put in the notes first, and then you get the sharp or flat. That might not be correct because that's only. Hold on, this is whole note, double whole note. I think this should be double whole note because it's 12/8 now. Let me just take that and delete those. And see, that's just the rest there, right? Let me just kind of put that there, double whole note there. And, no. No, double whole note is too much. What if I like, doesn't that mean note and a half? Like 1.5 of these things? That's probably right. Because that fills the whole bar there, as it does fill in the whole bar there. That's probably correct. Add interval octave above. And then the next one is like that, and then also add interval octave above. And then this one, okay, now it's gonna have to be that. I'm looking at that down here, the third bar, right? And then we're looking at that, and then octave above, and then down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then layout, no, add interval octave above, and then so what is it? Alt 8, right? Is up octave above. There you go. Alt 8. Need to learn the shortcuts, and then same one, fourth bar, Alt 8. Alright, so let's see what that sounds like. That's... Wait a minute. That's not correct. Hold on. Did I copy this wrong? The third one, that's not supposed to be sharp. Wait, did I just copy this wrong completely? Because that's not supposed to be sharp, is it? Turn that off. That's not supposed to be sharp. What was I reading? Hold on, natural's there. Sharp is there. There, that's not supposed to be sharp neither. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, that's not supposed to be natural neither. That was strange. Go back. That's better. I think that's correct. I can't tell. I'm not very good at music, but I think that might be correct. Alright, so I'm going to stop recording for a bit here, and I'm going to copy the rest of all of that into this program, and then we'll come back and listen to it. And I'm not actually going to put Moonlight Sonata into my game, but what I'm thinking is, like, I'll take like half of it. I'll take like the bottom half down in the bass. I'll take that maybe of songs. So then I want the music to be quite simple. But instead of trying to compose my own stuff, I'll just like take good symphonies that are appropriate and just like take a part of it, or like take one instrument, and then I use that, or maybe like 1 or 2 instruments instead of the whole thing, right? And I'm thinking, so I think that might be a good idea to get decent music. So it will be kind of recognizable, but not really recognizable. But then I don't have to compose my own things because I'm not very good at composing music. So that's the plan. But for now, let me just kind of copy all of this in and see how this works. All right, let me just save that, and I'll see you soon. Well, holy crap, that was tedious. So I've put in 2 pages. So I've put in that page and that page. And I haven't done that, and I haven't done that, and I haven't done that. And that took like, I don't know how long that took. Hold on, let me just check. Video capture. So I ended recording at 8:40 p.m. It is now 10:20 p.m. That took me like an hour and a half and a bit. I mean, I had to spend some time trying to figure out the timing, because the time is a bit strange here, and the time signature here is different. That takes a long time. So that takes a really, really long time to just copy it note by note. Although the fact that I'm using kind of an unusual time signature probably doesn't help. Um, yeah, so that takes a long time, but it basically just works. You put the notes in and you get the music back out. That's pretty much it. Not difficult. So I guess this tool will let me get music out. I mean, what I just need is basically the virtual instruments, right? So I can, if I want to compose, I can compose. If I want to just kind of copy someone else's music, probably like old symphonies and classical music, but they'll kind of take parts of it. Bits of this sounds weird, and I don't know if I copied it correctly or not. I might have messed it up and then copied it wrong. Also, you can see there's glitches in the way they join the notes together. That's not me. That's the program. And also, you notice how on this here, like, kind of goes down to the bass stuff, and then it kind of jumps around a bit. Whereas in this, you kind of have to keep it up here, otherwise it doesn't play properly. Or maybe you don't have to. Maybe I'm just messing that up. Maybe you don't have to do that. Anyway, I was trying to figure out how to put the notes in so that the computer would read it properly and play it properly. And maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. Because there's like... I think what I should have done is put... Because there's like 4 different voices, right? I should probably have like 3 different voices. I've got 2 at the moment. So the blue stuff is like that, and then the other hand is the blue, and then the green I have to, because I'm not making chords, because I'm making like a separate kind of a melody thing going on there. I have to use different voices. I think I should be using 3 voices, 1 for each hand, and then 1 for another thing as well. That might actually make it easier, because if I try to put the notes down here like they do, on this sheet, what happens is it interferes with the left hand, and then like it tries to turn it into a chord, and then everything goes bad. So I think I should be using 3 voices to do this. That might be better off. And I don't think I need to copy the rest. I don't really want. I mean, Moonlight Sonata is good and all, but I don't really want Moonlight Sonata. I want something else. So anyway, what was I saying? So basically, I'm just gonna. I think what I can do is just kind of plagiarize. I mean, it's not okay. It's plagiarized, but I'm gonna tell people I did that. Like, take parts of old classical music. Like, they'll be composed for like symphonies, or they'll be like kind of 80 something or 80 something instruments or something. But I'll take like maybe 2 or 3, and probably just choose the ones that make good background music for my game. So that's the plan. That's the tool. And alright, so so we got the game engine, RPG Maker, story outright, music. I think I have a pretty good plan. Graphics. So that brings us back to graphics, whether or not I want to buy a tablet and draw my own graphics. Like, I'm pretty sure that if I don't have a tablet, if I just try to draw with the mouse, it's going to fail. If I try to draw with pen and pencil, the thing is, I'm not like I don't really like drawing with pen and pencil. It's just, it feels too sketchy. Like, sketchy as in the other definition. Sketchy, I know it's literally sketchy, but it's like not thorough or detailed, dishonest or disreputable. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy. I know it's literally sketching, so of course it's going to be sketchy. But I don't know. I like drawing on computer. Like back when I was in architecture school, I'd use computer for everything. But I never had a tablet, so I wouldn't draw freehand on the computer. I just kind of make shapes. So maybe I'll just get a tablet. I mean, if I never actually use it, that'd be like $100 down the drain, which is not good, but it's not that bad. The thing is, the tablets, you can get better tablets. This is like the most basic one, right? You can get like Intuos Pro. Like this thing is like $300. Medium, I think this is more than that even. So with the basic one, there's the pressure. So you kind of there's pressure sensitivity, and you can kind of program that to be to change the settings. So if you're in Photoshop or if you're in GIMP or some sort of drawing tool, so you can make it so that the harder you press down, the darker it is, or the harder you press down, the bigger the cursor is, so that you can change the shape, or change the opacity, or change the solidity of your colors on the fly, and it's kind of very fluid. With the basic one, there's pressure. With this one, the Pro version, there's tilt as well. So if you tilt the pen, that gives it a different input. If you press down on it, gives it a different input. And if you turn the pen around, you can erase. And so then you can kind of create very kind of complicated lines using to kind of tilt. So let's say if you're tilting to change the size of the brush, and then you're pressing down to change the opacity of the fill, or of the of the color you're putting in. So you can kind of control this very fluidly with the pen, which there's no way you can do with a mouse. And even with real pens and pencils, it's quite difficult to. I mean, you can kind of lean the pencil over and kind of get a wide. You can kind of press down. You can kind of press harder for a darker line. You can kind of press lightly for a light line. So with the pen, you can kind of start doing these things that you can do with a real pencil, and even more. You can do more than you can do with a real pencil if you're good at it. But you can't do it with a mouse. You definitely can't do it with a mouse. So I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of it. I just don't know if I'll end up drawing a lot. I probably won't end up drawing a lot. I'll probably, I don't know. If any of you actually have one of these tablets, I'll be interested to hear how you like it and whether you think it's a good idea. I'm thinking it's gonna be a good idea. It's just I want to think on it a bit more before I drop $100 on this thing. Alright, so I guess I'll end this video here. We've got a plan, MuseScore. So if you want to play with that, this is free. So you don't have to pay any money for this. So you can just kind of download it and play with it if you want. If you want to compose some music or just kind of copy somebody else's notes. If you copy somebody else's sheet music, it does take a very, very long time if you do it, with the mouse and you drop in one note at a time. It's not easy. Or it's not fast. It's kind of easy. It's not fast, so it takes you forever. Cool. So that's music sorted. I'll think about graphics. Anyway, I'm not making the game anytime soon. I still have to do the Minecraft thing. I keep saying that. It's kind of boring to kind of design the lectures because I have to make a PowerPoint. I mean, Minecraft is fun. Preparing lectures is not fun. So I'm just doing it slowly. I should do it faster. I can do it faster. But I've got the first lecture sorted. In fact, if you want to see it, let's see. What is that? Oh, these are your comments. So you can see these are the notes. Actually, I should keep this somewhere else. So this is the mine arc. So these are the notes, and then this is from that onwards, detailed lecture plan, lecture 1. This is the script for the lecture, and so it's just basically a lot of work. Alright, but never mind that. That's something else. That's Minecraft. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop rambling here. So we've got most of the pieces of the puzzle for the game that I want to make. Just have to decide whether to buy a tablet or not. Probably will buy a tablet. It's just $100. You can't buy a cheap one because a cheap one doesn't do what you want it to do. Even the $100 is only pressure. There's no tilting. I want tilting as well. I mean, I just want everything. But it's like $300, $500 for a really good tablet. Alright, well, I'll figure it out. Let's end that there.